Welcome to today's session on tapping into your intuition, particularly your gut feeling or your body's intuition. And this is so helpful for making decisions. It's incredible for dating or just knowing whether a circumstance is right or wrong for you. And we live these very fast-paced lives where often we're disconnected from the body. And I've personally found in my own life that anytime I've gone against my intuition or my body's no, it has been a huge mistake for me. So I'm going to teach you how to tap into that. So first things first, just get comfortable, be in a seated position with your spine erect, and we're just going to take a few deep breaths to just relax and tap into our body. So deep breath in, breathing into the heart space. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Now, I want you to imagine a scenario where someone gives you $1 million. How does that feel in your body? You were just given $1 million. Maybe there's a vibration or a tingling in your arms. Maybe your energy levels are increasing. You feel happy. You feel excited. What does that feel like in your body? Are you warmer? Are you colder? Is your heart beating faster? Is it beating slower? Just sit with that for a moment. What does this feel like? Now, this is a yes in your body. Okay, now the next scenario we're gonna do is imagine you just got given a $10,000 bill that you have to pay. And it's an awful feeling, and it feels like your heart's just sinking. So now what does that feel like in the body? Are your shoulders slouching? Is your heart rate faster or slower? What does that feel like? Is there tingling anywhere? Do you feel constriction? Do you feel expansion? What does that feel like? So this is a no in the body, and I want you to get really comfortable and really familiar with that feeling. So when you meet somebody or when you have to make a decision and your body goes into that state, whatever that state is, that's what a no feels like. And now for the third scenario, this is going to tell us our maybe, which is so much harder than the yes or the no. So I want you to recall a time where maybe you were purchasing something and you weren't really sure if you wanted it or you needed it, but then you kind of regretted doing it. So try to connect to a memory like that. What's something that was a maybe that turned out to be a no? Now, what does that feel like in the body? Is your heart beating faster or slower? Do you feel nauseous? Do you have a headache? Do you feel tingling anywhere? Do you feel tension anywhere in your body? This is your maybe, but your maybe most often is a no. Now, I want to make a very important distinction in this exercise. There are times that you're going to feel resistance when you're doing something, when you're growing, maybe stepping into a new role. And so it's very important to feel the difference between a no that is something that isn't in alignment with you or an I'm just scared. So now we're going to imagine a scenario where maybe you're doing something that you're afraid of, but really excited to do, and you know it's going to grow you. So maybe that's learning a new language or stepping into a new role or starting a company. So I want you to close your eyes and get really familiar with that feeling. Okay, so I'm stepping into a leadership position, and this feels exciting and expansive, and it feels a little bit scary. Now, what does that feel like in your body? Are you hotter? Are you colder? Do you feel a little bit empowered? Is there a little bit of nerves there? So now I would repeat this exercise a few times to get really comfortable with what those feelings are in your body, so that when they come up, you can dissect them and determine, okay, what does this mean? I'm feeling constriction. I'm feeling no. I would also take a few moments to journal. Now, if you want another scenario, this is really helpful for saying yes and no to plans. So I'll run you through a secondary scenario right now, and then after this, I suggest you take some time to journal and repeat the exercise. So the first one, we're gonna do a yes scenario, And imagine the last time you said yes to plans. Maybe it was friends, maybe you went traveling, but you said yes to something and it just felt so good. Okay, how does that feel in the body? Do you feel energized? I notice that as I do it, my spine actually straightens up. I open in my chest. Any feelings in your hands or in your feet? What's your heart doing? Okay, so that's your yes. And now your no is, when's the last time you've said yes to something and you really didn't want to do it? Maybe a friend or family member asked you for help with something and you didn't have time to do it. Maybe you were handed a task at work where you thought, oh God, this is so not something I want to do. Do you have something in mind? Okay, now how does that feel in your body? What does that feel like? For me, I feel my shoulders slouching and my body shrinking. I feel like I have less energy. Okay, this is your no again. Take note of what your body does. Now we'll do a maybe scenario again to finish off. So, when's the last time someone asked you to make plans or do something and you were on the fence? You were like, oh, I don't really know, I guess I could do it. Or maybe it was something that you felt fairly neutral about, but you were people pleasing. And you went and you were like, that was okay, but I kind of wish I wouldn't have done that. So close your eyes and think of a scenario. How does that feel in your body? Are you warm? Are you cold? Do you feel energized? Do you feel drained? What's your posture like? How does your stomach feel? Now this is your maybe. And now we've identified what yes, no, and maybe feels like in the body. So this is incredibly helpful when you have to make decisions. Your intuition is such a powerful tool, and it really will serve you well once you learn how to tap into that. I suggest you journal these feelings down so that it's something you can remember when they do come up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps.